Okay, let's dive right in. Today we're tackling something that, well, might seem totally mundane, almost invisible, really. A small water leak. Just a drip here, maybe a little damp spot there. Most of us probably, I guess, ignore it, thinking, yeah, it's no big deal. But guess what? The information we've gathered for this deep dive, it reveals a truly hidden cost, one that's far more significant than you might imagine.
Yeah, it's really easy to underestimate these things because, well, they start so small. But the analysis we looked at, it focuses precisely on how quickly that small issue can, escalate, impacting you in ways you might not expect at all.
Exactly. And the most attention-grabbing finding right off the bat, this isn't just about a few wasted drops, no. One piece of research we reviewed pointed out that even a seemingly small leak, it can waste over 3,000 gallons of water per year.
Wow.
Think about that for a second. 3,000 gallons.
That's huge.
It is. That's enough water to take over, like 180 showers?
That sheer volume is startling, isn't it? And like our sources make really clear, the impact doesn't just stop at the wasted water itself. That constant flow, even if it's slow, translates directly into, tangible costs on your utility bills over time.
Right. It's like having a hidden tax on your water bill.
Yeah.
Maybe even your energy bill, too.
Precisely. Especially if it's a hot water leak. That's a really good point. You're literally paying to heat water just for it to drip away. Or worse, soak into something where it causes damage. The meter's running, you're paying for the water and the energy to heat it, all for, nothing productive.
Okay, so there's the obvious hit to your wallet. Higher bills, got it. But the material we explored also highlighted something potentially far more concerning. Structural risk.
Yes. This is where a minor annoyance can really become a major problem. Water damage isn't just cosmetic. It's not just a stain. Left unchecked, a persistent leak can, like softened drywall, rot wooden structures, think framing, subflooring. And it creates the perfect environment for mold growth.
Mold. Oh, that brings a whole other set of issues, doesn't it? From air quality, potential health concerns, not to mention just being incredibly difficult and expensive to get rid of once it takes hold. Behind walls or under floors.
Absolutely. And that structural damage itself, that can be incredibly costly to fix down the line. What starts as maybe a simple pipe repair or a fixture replacement, it could become a huge project, tearing out and replacing building materials that have just been silently deteriorating for who knows how long.
So as you can see, this deep dive isn't just about stopping, the annoying drip, 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 drip sound, or even just slightly lowering your water bill, although, hey, those are nice perks. The core mission, really, according to the insights we've analyzed, is to show you why addressing even the most minor leaks early, why it always pays off in the long run.
Yes.
It's about preventing those hidden costs and those escalating risks.
That's the crucial takeaway, I think. Delaying those seemingly small repairs, it doesn't save you money. Not really. It almost guarantees you'll pay more later. In wasted utilities, sure, but also in more extensive property damage and just the headache of bigger repairs. Acting quickly preserves both your resources and the integrity of your home.
It's fascinating how that simple principle holds true, right? A small fix now prevents a massive problem later. Given the potential for all that wasted water, the rising utility costs, and, significant structural damage lurking unseen, taking action on leaks just makes sense.
And the good news is the information we looked at wasn't just about, highlighting the problem, doom and gloom. It also pointed towards practical steps you can actually take. The emphasis is clearly on the value of prompt action.
Which is why we want to share a very specific call to action that was included right there in the material we reviewed for anyone dealing with leaks right now or suspecting they might be.
Yes, if you're noticing any signs of a leak, no matter how small it seems, the suggestion is clear. Get professional help. Don't wait.
And the company mentioned specifically is AA Quick. You can reach them at 314-429-7131.
And importantly, getting ahead of the problem is absolutely key. The sources we examined really stress that waiting only increases the eventual cost and the complexity of the repair.
Right, exactly. Don't wait for that small drip to become a major headache. Call AA Quick at 314-429-7131. And here's a little bonus that was mentioned. If you mention this deep dive when you call, you can get $20 off after your service.
Yeah.
And tell them Jim sent you. That number again is 314-429-7131.
That offer kind of reinforces the message, doesn't it? Address the issue early. It pays off.
Which leaves us with this final thought, sort of building on that surprising scale of water waste we talked about earlier. If a small leak truly wastes over 3,000 gallons a year, think about where all that water is potentially going. It has to go somewhere, right? It doesn't just vanish. And what other hidden issues could it be silently causing in your home? Things you might not even see until it's a much bigger, much costlier problem. Something to consider.
Thanks for tuning in to the Customer for Life podcast. If you've got a leak, don't wait. Fix it fast with AA Quick. Call 314-429-7131 and mention this episode for $20 off your service. Fast, fair, no nonsense. Tell them Jim sent you.